take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Damn Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the devil. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis pass you. I finally starting to realize, never give up and coast. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Tired of trying, go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political and slaughter.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave.
Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle, falling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top always gonna get something. In the middle, gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution, maybe not should I do it. Just put it in the music, just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. kick it and go. Kick it and go.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show.
Kick it and go.
I had to kick off and go.
Kick it and go.
I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show.
Kick it and go.
I had to kick off and go.
Kick it and go.
I had to kick off and go.
Running it back, never a cap, out of the draft, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew, you need to win, who need to win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope. From sideline to touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go.
Putting it down for that. Time I was dying and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills and working the wheel where you're grinding at. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make off with a feast. A family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Breed on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just the heel.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Carolina Panthers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Run there on first down, going to get him 5 up to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Dante Jackson on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They're just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
The ball carrier.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And to give this time to the tailback. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You ain't doing nothing today. Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. I'm coming, I'm coming, I'm coming. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Now Anderson on the jet sweep. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Looks like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, Anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you've got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice gain.
Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a first down here. We're scoreless after one.
First quarter with no score.
Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residence, free.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throw.
And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
7.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They begin with a quick throw out left. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Number 88.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
3-yard line.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
The ball carrier.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Pickup brings up.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Running back. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
To throw is Bridgewater. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 5.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Man, he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
Let's go, B. 21. SOS. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 mark. Time to go right now.
Here's Garoppolo tossing quickly out wide. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
At the 22-yard.
1st down, Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
2nd and 7 from the 20. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half.
It's 2nd down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now a timeout.
To George Kittle.
7 seconds left in the 1st half.
19 yards.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
45. 12, fellas, here we go. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 45.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them.
They've got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 38, Bridgewater, and he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Panthers 24. 49ers nothing. Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Garoppolo. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Panthers 31, 49ers nothing. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
7 yards there and a first down.
San Francisco.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Motion, watch 10.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jeremy Chin. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
58, boys, 58, Mike. Double dog.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Does a nice job there defensively being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here we go.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Garoppolo finding his tight end Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First down.
Here we go.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Thompson.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Garoppolo now. This pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So still lots of work left to do. But here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. A beautiful fake. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
57's a month. 57's a month.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at the 33. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
To George Kittle.
A good pickup there at 22.
First down, San Francisco.
And to give this time to the tailback. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. A good position to be in here, second and inches.
It's second and inches at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 58, come on! 58, come on!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Number 88.
From 19 yards away. And the 49ers get a score closer. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown.
16. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The second down throw for Bridgewater. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Brings up third down.
You better be ready next time.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue. Almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder. Helped force the incompletion.
Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got his man on the out route. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Garoppolo again. That is caught in the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
1st and goal.
25 yards that time. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
2nd down and goal.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. To throw is Garoppolo. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And it's good, so that will get them back within one score.
Panthers 31, 49ers 23. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Christian McCaffrey.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. It happened in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Don't get nervous. Check 52 at the line. Check 52.
Here's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. On the run. And this will be to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So now after the face mask penalty, here's first and goal.
Let's get off the field, D. Check 13. Check 13.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal.
Second and goal at the 14-yard line.
It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Oh, no, he lost the football.
The pass. A fumble on the play. Today's final.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Carolina, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So that'll do it.